everyone, it's me again. My name is Belkan. I'm 7 years old. I live in the city. I study at Legrand Primary School. So today I'm going to read about Horrid Henry. He's a horrid boy, and so I'm reading about a triple treat of Horrid Henry. 3 books in one. That means 3 stories in just one book, and it's a long way, but I'm reading this. Okay, let's start. Out of my way, Worm! Screeched Horrid Henry, pushing past his younger brother, Perfect Peter, and dashing into the kitchen. No! Screamed Perfect Peter. He scrambled after her, Henry, and clutched his leg. Get me off! Get off me! Shouted Henry. He grabbed the unopened sweet treat cereal box. Na na nee na na. I got it first. Perfect Peter ran for the sweet treat box and snatched it from Henry. But it's my turn, no mine! Screeched Henry. He ripped open the top and stuck his hand inside. It's mine! Screeched Peter. He ripped open the bottom. A small wrapped toy fell to the floor. Henry and Peter both longed for it. Give me that! Sang Henry. But it's my turn to have it. Sang Peter. Stop being horrid, Henry. Shouted Mom. Now give me that thing. Henry and Peter both held on tight. No! Screamed Henry and Peter. It's my turn to have the toy. Hurry! Henry and Perfect Peter both collected gizmos from inside sweet treat cereal box, so that everyone at the school. There were 10 different color gizmos to collect, from the common green to the rare gold. But both Henry and Peter had gizmos of every color except for one, gold. Right, said Mom. Whose turn is it to get the toy? Mine! Screamed Henry and Peter. He got the last one! Screeched Henry. Remember, he opened the new box and got the blue gizmo. It was true that Perfect Peter had got the blue gizmo 2 boxes ago. But why should Peter get any if he hasn't started collecting gizmos to copy me? Thought Henry.
Resentfully,
thought Henry resentfully. I'd get every single one. No, howled Peter. He burst into tears. Henry opened the last box. Cry, baby, jeered Henry. Stop it, said Peter. Stop it. Henry. Mom, Henry's teasing me, wailed Peter. I remember now, said Mom. It's Peter's turn. Thank you, Mom, said Perfect Peter. It's not fair, screamed Henry as Peter tore open the wrapping. There was a golden gleam. Oh my goodness, gasped Peter. gold gizmo! Her Henry felt as if he'd been punched in the stomach. He stared at the glorious, glowing golden gizmo. It's not fair, howled Henry. I want a gold gizmo. I'm sorry, Henry, said Mom. It will be your turn next. Peter would be sure to notice, said Henry, would be the chief suspect. He would swap. Yes, he would offer Peter's 2 greens. That was generous. In fact, that was really generous. But Peter hated doing swaps. For some reason, he always thought Henry was trying to cheat him. And then, suddenly, Henry had a brilliant spectacular idea. Truth is, did involve a little teensy, weensy bit of trickery. But tricky. But Henry's cause was just. He'd been collecting gizmos far longer than Peter had. He deserved a gold one, said Peter didn't. So, you got a gold gizmo, said Henry, popping into Peter's room. I'm really sorry. Perfect Peter looked up from polishing his gizmo. Why? He said suspiciously. Everyone wants a gold gizmo. Her Henry looked sadly at Perfect Peter. Not anymore. They are very unlucky, you know. Every single person who's got one has died horribly. Perfect Peter stared at Henry, then at his golden gizmo. That's not truth, Henry. That it is. No, it isn't. Henry walked slowly around Peter's room. Every so often he made a little note in a notebook. Marble check, green knights check, niche kids, nah, coin collection check. What are you doing? Said Peter. Just looking around the stuff to see what I want to do. Gone? Stop it, said Peter. You just made that up about gold gizmo, didn't you? No, said Henry. It's on the newspaper. There was a boy as walking his dog who fell into a pit of molten lava. There was a girl who drowned in the loo, and then that poor boy who, I don't want to die, said Perfect Peter. He looked pale. What am I going to do? Henry paused. There's nothing you can do once you got it. So Peter jumped up. I will try away. That won't work, said Henry. So will still be jinxed. There's only one way out. What? Said Perfect Peter. As you gives the gold away to someone brave enough to take it, said the jinx passes to them. There's no one will take it from me, went Peter. Tell you what, said Henry, I'll take the risk. I just swore, said Peter. Of course, said Henry. You're my brother. The risk's the life for me, okay? Okay, said Peter. He handed Henry the gold gizmo. Thank you, Henry. You are the best brother in the world. I know, said her. Thank you, Henry. You are the best brother in the world. I know, said Henry. He's actually had his very own gold gizmo in his head. It was his fair and square. He couldn't want to see Margaret's face when he waved it in front of her, and ruled right fair he would be agreeing with.
Envy.
Envy. And Rudolph that he would be green with envy. Then Perfect Peter burst into tears and ran and says, "Mom," he wailed, "Henry's going to die, and it's all my fault." "What?" screeched Mom. "Uh-oh," thought Henry. He clenched his treasure. "Mom, stop upstairs." She snatched the gold gizmo. "How could you be so horrid, Henry?" said Mom. "No TVs for a week. Poor Peter. Now get ready. We are going shopping." "No!" howled Henry. "I'm not going." Henry screamed as he flung Mom up, and then the essence of the happy shopper. He crashed the cart into some people, so Mom wouldn't let him push it. Then she caught him filling the cart with crisps and fizzy drinks and made him put them on back. "What a horrible, rotten day this has turned out to be." "Some cabbage," said Perfect Peter. "Could we get some?" "Certainly," said Mom. "And beetroots, my favorite," said Peter. "Help yourself," said Mom. "I want sweets," screamed Henry. "No," said Mom. "I want donuts," screamed Henry. "No," screamed Mom. "I don't care." "Stop being horrid, Henry," hissed Mom. "Everyone's looking." "I don't care what you," said Mom. "Now make yourself useful. Go and get a box of sweet treats." "All right," said Henry. Now was his chance to escape. Before Mom could stop him, he grabbed a cart and whizzed off. "What's that for a racing driver?" squealed Henry. Stubber scattered as he zoomed down the asphalt and screeched to ahead in front of the sales section. There was the sweet treats, a huge pile of them, in a display tower. Under a twinkling sign, in a free gizmo in every box. "Collect them all." Henry reached for a box and pulled it and put it in his cart. And then Henry stopped. What was the point of buying a whole box if it just contained another green gizmo? Henry didn't think he could bear it. "I just check what's inside," he thought. Said, "If it is a green one, I will be prepared for disappointed." Carefully, he opened the box and slipped his hand in. Aha! There was the toy. He lifted it out and held it up to the light. Rat! A green gizmo, just what he feared. But wait, there was bound to be a child else there, longing for a green gizmo to complete his collection just as much as Henry was longing for gold. Wouldn't it be selfish and horrid of Henry to take a green and then sneeze when it would make someone else so happy? "I'll just peek inside one more box," thought Henry, replacing the box he held open and reaching for another rip. He tore it open. Red, thought Henry. Red is surplus to requirements. Rip! Another box open. Blue, rip, rip, rip. Green, green, blue. "I just try one more at the back," thought Henry. He stood on tiptoes and stretched as far as he could. His hand reached stretched as his could. His hand reached inside the box and grabbed hold of the door. The tower wobbled. Crash! Henry sprawled on the ground. Henry was covered in sweet tweets. So was the floor. So were all the shoppers. Help! Screamed the manager, skidding in the mess. Who howled boy is this? There was a long, very long silence. Mine was the mom. Henry sat in the kitchen, surrounded by box and box and box of sweet treats. He'd been eating sweet treats for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for weeks, but it was worth it, thought Henry happily. Bennett for life from the happy supper. How wonderful! He uncurled his hand to draw again the glitter of gold. Although he had noticed that Scrummy Zummies were offering a free Twizzle card in every box. Twizzle card. Chapter 2. Henry's homework. Thought Henry. He turned on the TV and stretched out. School was over. What could be better than lying on the sofa all afternoon eating crisps and watching TV? Wasn't life grand? Then Mom came in. She did not look like a mom who thought life was grand. She looked like a mom on a war part against boys who lay on sofas all afternoon eating crisps and watching TV. Get your feet off the sofa, Henry, said Mom. Grunted Henry. Stop getting crisps everywhere, snapped it, Mom. Snapped it, Mom. Grunted Henry. Have you done the homework, Henry? Said Mom. Henry didn't answer. Henry! Shouted Mom. What? Shouted Henry. Have you done the homework? What's homework? Said Henry. He kept his eyes glued to the TV. Go, Muttons, he screamed. The 5 spelling words are meant to learn tonight, said Mom. Oh, said Henry. That homework? Henry hated homework. He had far better things to do with his precious time than learn how to spell zipper or work out the answer to 6 multiplied 7. For weeks, Henry's homework sheets had ended up in the recycling box until Dad found them. Henry swore he had no idea how they got there and blamed Fluffy the cat. But since the Mom and Dad had checked his school bag every day, Mom snatched the zapper and switched out the time. Hey, I was watching, said Henry. When are you going to do the homework? Henry said. Mom, soon, screamed Henry. He's just returned from a long, hard day at school. Wouldn't he have any peace around here? When he was sick, anyone who said the word homework would get thrown to the crocodiles. I had a phone call today from Miss Petalax, said Mom. She said you got a 0 in the last 10 spelling test. That's not my fault, said Henry. First I lost the word, then I forgot, then I couldn't read my writing, then I copied the words wrong, then I don't want to hear some silly excuse, said Mom. Did you know the spelling words for tomorrow? That's not Henry. Where's the list? Mom asked. I don't know, said Henry. Find it on no TVs for a month, said Mom. It's not fair, Mom. Henry digging the crumbled spelling list out of his pocket. Mom, look at this. There's going to be a test tomorrow, she said. How do you spell goat? Don't you know how, Mom, said Henry. Henry said, Mom, Henry scowled and busy mode. Henry, I promise I will tell you right after a moment, Madam. It's my favorite show. Henry's film got cinema. G-O-T-E, snapped at Henry. Wrong, said Mom. What's about book?
Okay.
I can do this, Henry, because it's a homework, said Mom. You have to learn how to spell. But why, said Henry? I never spelled letters because, said Mom. Now spell boat. B-O-T-T-E, said Henry. No more TV until you do the homework, said Mom. I done all my homework, said Perfect Peter. In fact, I enjoy it so much. I've already done tomorrow's homework as well. Henry pounced on Peter. He was a Hannibal transferring his victim for the pot. Ew! Screamed Peter. Henry, go to our room, shouted Mom, and don't come out until you know all the spelling words. He stopped upstairs and slammed his bedroom door.
Mấy chapter vậy?
One chapter and a half to...
Con làm nốt bài nêu rau bớt đi.
Ok, mình là xong đúng không?
Quay bài nữa chứ.
Slam his bedroom door. This was so unfair. He was far too busy to butter with stupid, boring, useless spelling. For instance, he hasn't reached a new mutant madman comic book. He hasn't finished doing that treasure map. He hasn't even begun to search his new collection of twister cards. Homework would have to wait. There was just one problem. Miss Bessel had said that everyone who spells all the words correctly tomorrow would get a pack of big bopper sweets. Harry loved big bopper sweets. Mom and Dad hardly never let him have them. But why on earth does he have to learn spelling words to get some? If he was his teacher, he'd only give sweets to children who couldn't spell. Harry sighed. He just had to sit there and learn those stupid words. 4:33. 4:30. Mom burst into the room. Henry was lying on his bed, reading a comic. Henry, why isn't Sue doing the homework? Said Mom. I will do it in a sec, said Henry. Just bring this page. Henry, said Mom. Henry puts down his comic. Mom left. Henry picked up the comic. 5:30. Dad burst into the room. Henry was playing with his son. Henry, why aren't you doing the homework? Said Dad. I'm tired, son, Henry. I'm just going to take a little break. It's so hard having so much work. Henry, you only got 5 words to learn, and you just spent 2 hours not learning them. All right, sorry, Henry. Sorry, he picked up his spelling list and he put it down again. He had to get in the mood. Smoothly music, that's what he needed. Henry switched on the casty player. My terrible sound of Australian cannibals boomed from the house. Oh, I can cannibal! Screamed Henry, stepping around his room. Don't call me an animal just 'cause I'm a cannibal. Mom and Dad stormed into Henry's bedroom and turned off the music. That's enough, Henry, said Dad. There's a homework, screamed Mom. As it does get every single word right in the test tomorrow, there will be no television for practice spelling words with loading. Goat, boat, sad, stopped, friend. I hate goats. I never need to spend the word goat in my life, said Henry. He hated goat cheese. He hated goat's milk. He thought goats were smelly. That was one word he definitely never need to know. The next word was boat. Who needs to spell that? Thought Henry. I'm not going to be a sailor when I grow up. I'll get seasick. In fact, it's bad for my health to learn how to spell boat. As for said, what did it matter if he spelled it said? It was perfect understandable. Written said. Only an old fusspot like Miss Battleaxe would mind such a tiny mistake. Then there was stoat. What on earth was a stoat? That'd be a sneaky word. Henry, there wasn't no a stoat if it said on him. Oh, so useless, horrible. Words stoat was the worst. Trust his teacher, Miss Battleaxe, to make him learn horrible, useless words like stoat. The last word was friend, but a real friend like Rude Raphael didn't care as the word friend was spelled. As far as Henry word to torture him. 5 whole spelling words is too much. I've never learned so many words, thought Henry. But what's about tomorrow? He'd have to watch me, Margaret, and George, and Clever chopping away at those delicious big poppers while Harry had to flash his anti-slave past. No TV for a week. Henry couldn't live that long without TV. He was TV sweet and TV less. But what if there was a way to get the sweets without the horrid hassle of spelling to spell? Suddenly, Harry had a burnt suspicious spectacular idea. It was so simple, Harry couldn't believe he never thought of it before. He sat next to Clever Claire. Claire always knew the spelling word. All Henry had to do was take a little peek at her work. If he posted his shirt right, he'd easily be able to see what she wrote. And he wouldn't be copying her. No way. Just double checking. I am a generous. Thought Henry 100%. Right. On the test, loads of big bumper streets. Mom and Dad would be so wrong to let him watch extra TV. Hooray! Henry swaggered into his class the next morning. He sat down in his seat between Clever Claire and Buffy Bird. Carefully, he inched straight over the fracton so that he had a good view of Claire's paper. Spelling test said Miss Battleaxe. First word, goat. Claire bent over her paper. Henry pretended he was doing war. Then quickly as a flash, he glanced at her work and wrote goat. Boat, said Miss Battleaxe. Her Henry sneaked a look at Claire's paper and copied her, and again. And again. That was fantastic, thought Henry. I will never have to learn any spelling words. Just think of all the comic books he read. Instead of wasting his time on homework, he sneaked a peek at Buffy Bird's paper. Blink. Ha ha, thought Henry. There was only one word left. Henry could taste the tingly hang of a big bubble already. Once he swaggered about, and no way would he share his treats with anyone. So he shifted, pushed an edge away from him. Rat! Henry couldn't see a paper anymore. That's word. Boom, Miss Better's friend. Henry twisted his teeth. He could see the first 4 words. He just needed to get a teeny bit closer. Can look at him. Henry stared at the ceiling. Glared. Then looked back at her paper. Quickly, Henry leaned over and yes, he copied the word, the final word, friend. Victory! Victory! Chomp, chomp, chomp. Boy, those big bubbles taste great! Someone tapped her on the shoulder. It was Miss Better's. She was smiling at him with her great big yellow teeth. Miss Better's had never smiled at Henry before. Well done, Henry, said Miss Better's. What an improvement. I'm proud. Thank you, said Henry modestly. In fact, you have done so well. I'm promoting you to the top spelling group. 25 extra words a night. Here's the list. Henry Jones' job. Stop chomping. He looked in home at the new spelling list. It was not with words, but just not any words. Often words mean words. Long words, hard words. Here, look, the trapeziums. The reference. Screamed Henry. Thank you for listening to my video, and we'll see you later. Goodbye, friends, later. And let's continue on this book, and lots more videos.